they said the day would never come. But here we are. Sean "Diddy" Combs, once one of the most powerful names in music, standing before a judge as the verdict comes down. 30 years. The courtroom is silent, his family's in tears, and the world, watching in disbelief. But what really happened inside that courtroom? And how did Diddy go from hip-hop mogul to inmate in just a few months? Before we dive into the shocking details of his sentencing, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Because what's happening behind the scenes in this case is darker and more complicated than anyone expected. For decades, Diddy was untouchable. He built an empire from the ground up. Bad Boy Records, Sean John, Revolt TV. He was the face of power and success. But power in Hollywood always comes with secrets. When Cassie filed her explosive lawsuit last year, accusing Diddy of years of abuse, trafficking, and coercion, everything started to unravel. The world watched as old videos, whispers, and industry rumors suddenly made sense. What looked like success now looked like control. What looked like confidence now looked like corruption. And when the FBI raided his homes in Miami and Los Angeles, it was clear this wasn't going away. But that was just the beginning. The courtroom was packed. Diddy sat silently, dressed in a dark suit, head down. His mother, Janice Combs, sobbed quietly in the front row. Cassie wasn't there, but her statement was read aloud, and the room froze. She spoke about living in fear, about manipulation, threats, and the pain of being silenced for years. Her words broke everyone in the room. Even the judge paused before continuing. When Diddy's attorney tried to humanize him, painting a picture of a man who lost himself in fame, the prosecution fired back, calling him a predator who used wealth and influence to destroy lives. And when the judge finally spoke, everything stopped. Power, he said, is not a shield from accountability. 30 years. No parole for at least 25. The courtroom gasped. Diddy didn't move, but that wasn't the end of it. Because outside that courtroom, the world exploded. The same people who once partied with him turned. 50 Cent posted a meme within minutes of the verdict, laughing and saying, "Told y'all this day was coming." Aubrey O'Day, who'd been warning the public for years, tweeted, "Justice takes time, but it always arrives." Even former friends like French Montana quietly unfollowed him on Instagram. And fans noticed how quiet everyone from Jay-Z to Kanye suddenly got. No support, no words, no statements. It was like the entire industry decided overnight. Diddy was on his own. And while social media erupted with jokes and memes, people who knew him personally described something darker. A man completely broken, finally realizing that no amount of money or fame could save him this time. But there was one moment no one saw coming. When he was led away in handcuffs, witnesses said Diddy broke down crying. Not the usual confident mogul we've seen for years, but a broken man. He turned to his mother and said, "Tell my kids I'm sorry." The moment went viral instantly. Some saw it as humanity. Others saw it as manipulation. But for the first time, people weren't scared to speak out. Former bodyguards, assistants, and industry insiders began posting cryptic messages, hinting at what they'd seen behind closed doors. Rumors began spreading about private parties, NDAS, and secrets that could destroy entire careers if exposed. And people started to wonder, was this just the tip of the iceberg? Stick around, because what happened next had the whole industry shaken. And if you're just joining the video, don't forget to subscribe, because this story is only getting crazier. Cassie's statement wasn't just about justice. It was a warning. She wrote, "Silence is how power survives." Other alleged victims came forward soon after, encouraged by the verdict. Some were dancers, some were assistants. All shared stories that sounded eerily similar: intimidation, fear, and isolation. Legal experts called it one of the biggest accountability moments in entertainment history. Judge Mathis, in an interview later that day, said something powerful. "This isn't just about Diddy. It's about a system that let him operate unchecked for decades. But as more names started surfacing in connection to Diddy's empire, people began to question just how deep this network really went. And that's when the story took another turn. Within hours of Diddy's sentencing, rumors hit that federal investigators weren't done. Other high-profile figures could be questioned, including executives, models, and even musicians who attended his infamous parties. Social media started connecting dots. Old photos resurfaced. People started noticing how certain stars were suddenly distancing themselves, deleting pictures, unfollowing Diddy, or quietly canceling projects connected to him. For an industry built on image, the fallout was massive. Insiders say Revolt TV is collapsing, partnerships have been terminated, and several major brands are scrubbing Diddy's name entirely from their archives. But while the public celebrates justice, others warn that this may only be the beginning of a much bigger storm. Fans are divided. Some say Diddy got what he deserved, that years of alleged manipulation and corruption finally caught up to him. Others believe this is part of a bigger setup, that powerful people are being taken down one by one while the real puppet masters stay untouched. Conspiracy theories are running wild, from people claiming this connects to Hollywood trafficking rings, to others insisting it's retaliation for what Diddy knows. Whatever the truth is, one thing's clear. Diddy's legacy is shattered. The same man who once threw million-dollar parties is now facing decades behind bars. And yet, there's something haunting about how it all ended, almost like it was always destined to come crashing down. As Diddy awaits transfer to federal prison, he's reportedly on suicide watch. His team says he's mentally broken and accepting that this is his reality. Meanwhile, Cassie is rebuilding her life privately, staying away from the spotlight. And the rest of the industry? Watching closely. Because if this can happen to Diddy, it can happen to anyone. This case isn't just about one man's downfall. It's about power, corruption, and the illusion of invincibility that fame creates. It's the end of an era. But the question everyone's asking now, is Diddy truly done? Or is this just the start of something even darker being exposed? Because when it comes to Hollywood, justice might have arrived. But the truth? The truth might still be hiding in plain sight. So what do you think? Was Diddy finally held accountable? Or was he taken down by forces bigger than him? Let me know in the comments below, and if you made it this far, hit that like button and subscribe, because we've got more shocking breakdowns coming your way.